Welcome to this tutorial on creating a motion tween. And a motion tween is simply moving an object from one spot to another on your animation. So what we're going to start off with is just again a simple drawing just for the sake of time. So I'm just going to create a simple shape like so. And what I have to do first is convert it to a symbol. And there's three types of symbols, and in this tutorial we're just going to use the graphic symbol. So what I have to do is I have to select my shape, and I can drag my black arrow around it, creating a box, and select it, and then I go to modify, convert to symbol. This window will pop up and you can name it whatever you want. There are three types, as I said: a movie clip, a button, and a graphic, and we're just going to use a simple graphic because we're not going to really do anything with it in this tutorial. The registration point is just like an anchor point where you will attach the line, or the line will attach itself to. Right now I've got it in the center, but you can choose any of these 9 squares to create the registration point for where it attaches to the line, which you'll see in a little bit. Once I do that, I click OK. And you'll notice that it'll change and it'll have this light blue box around it, unlike object drawing, which is a little darker blue box, and it will be saved into your library. And I can drag out other copies of it for later use if I want to. But for now we're just going to use the one. So that's where that is saved, and you can use it again later. Now it's fairly simple to create a motion tween. You can see I've got 117 or so frames here, and I can click anywhere I want along this frame, but I'm going to click at the end and I'm going to create a motion tween, much like I did when I created a shape tween. So I choose motion tween. You'll notice that nothing really happens, but when I drag this star, you'll see that a line is created. And remember when I was talking about the registration point? That's the center registration point there, and that's where the line attaches itself to. So in my simple animation, the star is just going to fly slowly from the top left to the bottom right. What I can do though is I can change the line. So I can grab this line and I can curve it. I can even curve it off screen if I want to, in any direction that I want. But right now I'm fairly limited into what I can do with this line by simply just curving it. But what I can also do is I can move the star. So if I curve the line and then move the star, and you can see the black arrow turns to that little semicircle symbol, I can then start to reshape the line again. Okay, and that's because I've moved the star and I've created a couple different anchor points there where I can now affect the line. So it's very much a different line now. The other thing I can do is I can click anywhere on one of these frames, and it will put the star there, and then I can move the star, and you can see it creates a little kind of a keyframe there that shows me where I've moved that star. And no matter where I click there, it allows me to grab the star. It'll put it at that certain location, and then I will have a very different line that my star will now travel across. So now when I play it, it will move along the line to that different location. So it creates a very different path, obviously, than my original straight one. So I did that with a graphic and a simple motion tween, and then I adjusted the line by either dragging it when on the specific keyframe where I put the star, or by grabbing the line and adjusting the line. And the more I do to the line, the more I can edit the line in very specific locations. So it allows you to create some fairly complex patterns with that motion path. And that is your basic motion tween.